This is the B-side, 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 the marriage. This is the B-side, 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 the marriage.
Hi, and welcome to our first episode of Bsideofmarriage After Dark podcast.
I didn't know you were going to say that.
Yes, that's it. I am your host, Rashonda Adams, and this is my husband,
Jason.
And yes, for those of you, this is your first episode. Welcome. This is our first podcast that is happening after dark. So you're going to get all the things, all the unedited commentary, all of the shenanigans. We don't have time to edit this before we need to post. So,
oh goodness.
Welcome into our home. Welcome into this.
I don't know where this is going to go. So
it's going to be off the chain, especially after the day we've had.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Okay. So welcome. So in all seriousness, we are a married couple that will be married for 13 years in December.
Yep.
And we just like to really encourage and support marriages to reach their maximum potential.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that's just by sharing from our experience, from things that we've been taught, and then also from just other educational things, resources and stuff.
Yep.
So we like to talk about everything, the good, the bad, the A and the B side.
Yep.
So our first and only segment is called is where we share either an A or B side moment that has happened this past week. And because I started off.
But what is the A and B side?
Oh, I mean, it's just, so an A side is something that is commonly associated with like # relationship goals, like the nice and pretty things that happen in marriage.
Okay.
In couplehood. And B side is reality. Simple as that. It's okay. Reality. So, Jay, what are you going to be sharing?
I'm going with a B side. Going with the B side. Okay. It was A up until today.
Okay.
So my B side is our oldest. Mm-hmm. His actions at school today were not what we taught him.
Absolutely not.
So I'll be real. I wanted to put him through a wall, but didn't do that.
I think that helps with the problem. But
that's my reaction. Didn't happen. I think about stuff, but that was my first reaction. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't do that. So, I was able to stop, think about it, say, is that the best thing to do? Mm-hmm. Probably not. So that's why I didn't do it. So, yeah. So that's.
So I guess what was like, it was a behavioral issue, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean...
Oh, yeah. So he literally...
No, just it was a behavioral issue.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Where he was not representing the Adams brand in the way that we have raised him.
Yes.
So...
We basically told him and all the kids from a young age that when you leave this house, you're a representative of the Adams house. Yes. So you need to act accordingly of how our values and what we've taught them.
Right. One thing, yes, because we can't control what other people do.
Correct.
But we can control how we react and we respond to any craziness.
Yep.
And he did not act accordingly.
Correct.
So it was very upsetting.
Very much, yeah. And I'm sitting at the line in the school and I want to get off the line.
To do what?
Pick up the kids.
Oh, to pick him up? Like, what would you want to, what were we getting on the line to do? You got to pick up one set of kids.
Like, pick them up, like, get in the car. Like, this.
Well, that was so funny.
Like, I was going to leave your bike. Let's roll. Like, let's go.
When the assistant principal called, I was just like, his dad is literally on campus right now. I was like, you need to call him. He probably would come right into the office.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was not.
Yeah, I would have left the car in the line. And be like,
exactly. It was like that would not have been the best situation. So. Okay.
So what is yours then?
So since you picked that, I'm gonna pick an A side. So this past weekend, we got to celebrate Halloween for all my churchy people. This was the first time that we celebrated Halloween in this manner.
Yes.
So growing up, celebrating Halloween was a no-no because Halloween was taught to us to be the devil's day. So we had Hallelujah nights at church where we can dress up as characters of the Bible, which nobody's trying to dress up as. Or have like we never had, like I never experienced this growing up, but harvest nights or festivals.
Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where we could where they had like trunk or treats and stuff like that. That came later, but me, myself, and we went to Hallelujah nights at the church. And I didn't really know what I was missing because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
I thought the one bad thing, because like at school, because they used to let you like, if Halloween fell on a weekday, you can dress up in your costume that day.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm not trying to dress up as Mary Magdalene or the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to do that. So I never did dress up going to school, but then that night we will have Halloween night. It'll be fine. So when we moved to our last subdivision, because honestly, you seem to work every Halloween.
Yeah.
And I had Aiden, and then I had
all of them.
Well, the last time I had all of them, but sometimes I just had Ivy, like it was Aiden and Ivy.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so we had neighbors where we were all meet up at this one house, like the meetup house.
Yeah.
And then they would help because there's a bunch of other moms there too. So they had golf carts, and so they will help like take my whiny babies so that I can enjoy the night. And then we could all, we were all like kind of chipped in and just had a great night of going door to door. Like literally, we went door to door as a group, and then came back to the meetup house. So it was all good. So I was like, oh no, what am I going to do this year? Because we're in a new subdivision. We don't really know our neighbors because, COVID, because we moved in the heart of COVID. And last year we wasn't even here for Halloween.
No, we wasn't. No, that's true.
So there was a whole mix up about what our subdivision was supposed to do for Halloween. So that started it out as being a not so great start to things. But anyways, what we ended up doing was there is a crew that I hang out with, moms. Their husbands also have
hectic work schedules.
I wouldn't say hectic. They have weird, like strange, abnormal. That's the word. Abnormal work schedules. Like the husbands have abnormal work schedules. So we've all kind of bonded. Our kids play well together. So we were just like, okay, so this is what we were just like, hey, we're all going to hang out because we usually do Sunday fun day. So we were like, okay, so we're good. We're going to be here and then the kids will be here. But then we were like, oh, all the husbands are going to be off too. So we'll make it like more of a game day, like watch football, and then we'll transition to Halloween activities later on in the night. So that worked out. And this is like the most Halloween experience ever because we don't do this. Like at most we might dress up the kids. We might dress up to go to a Halloween party, but we never hosted anything associated with Halloween because Halloween's the devil's day if you go off my being raised. But anyway, so we did that. And so to have our friends come over, they're like our family, have them come over and us hang out and we played spades, and then we were like, oh, there's Halloween going on.
Yeah.
So like we had to make we got caught up in just
playing
hanging
spades.
out.
We got caught up playing spades too, talking a lot of junk.
Yes.
That was what it was.
Yeah. So we were like, oh no, we need to get the kids dressed into their costumes and then take them out. And so it was just good, like being able to meet some of our neighbors and just kind of see who were the cool ones and who were the not so cool ones. What I did realize is that we will have to step up our game next year. We are in the full-size candy bar subdivision.
Oh, that they was giving out
and they
full.
give out if they're not giving out full-size candy bars, they're giving out like good toys, like poppets, fidget spinners.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, this is where we're at. So we're gonna have to step up our game next year. I mean, one had a setup where they were watching the Astros play.
No, he was watching the end of the Saints.
Oh, End of the Saints. Yeah, they're from Louisiana, but they were gonna put the Astros on. They had jambalaya. They had Jello shots for the parents. So it was a lot going on. Oh yeah, we definitely have to step up our game.
Yeah.
So, but that's my A, because it was just my A side, because it was just great. The kids got to hang out all day. They, with their friends, and then we got to trick or treat as a family and with friends and stuff. So it was just like, I feel like it was a really good moment. It was a really good day.
No, it was.
And then, yeah, we didn't have to do all the cooking. Everybody like brought something.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it was just an easy, like, just hang day. So it was good. So yeah, so that's my A side. Yeah, which did not prepare me for the B side today. So
yeah.
Okay.
So what are we talking about then?
Nothing. That's what we're talking about today.
So we have an episode about nothing.
No. No, honestly, what we're going to talk about today is that today is our season finale.
Yes.
Episode. We have decided that we need to take some time off. We're running up on the holidays. This is a very difficult time for us emotionally.
Yes.
And we're struggling as far as spending time together and trying to run a business together.
Yeah. So
I feel like this is just a time for us to kind of talk about how we're going to take our own medicine.
Exactly.
And take some time off. Because take
some time off recording. Doing
podcasts.
The podcast.
Yeah, we won't be. So our intention is to not record any new podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that back. Our intention is to not put up any new podcasts until the new year, because we have, so this is what we struggle with. We are juggling a lot of things.
Yeah.
And a lot of things that we want to do, we haven't been able to do.
Correct.
Because of trying to keep on schedule with our podcast recordings, and editing and all that stuff. Because all of this is literally us.
Yes. We don't have a team. It's just us.
The team is us.
Yes.
And so I wanted to talk briefly just about how that is impacting us.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people are like, oh yes, I want to go into business with my husband or my spouse. And so just how do you feel about us being in business together?
Honestly, for me, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's it's a lot of work. That's why it's a lot of work. Meaning that we have to focus on the business, and at the same time, we still have to be married.
Yeah.
We still have to be.
You're right.
We still have to.
We still have to be married.
I still have to. Again, not to say I don't take you in consideration, but even just with different, any episodes, any posts, you got to take each other in consideration of this. Is this what we want to put out? So that's what's like for me. I think it's been going good, but I do think that we need to, we've been doing this since March? We've been
21 weeks. Well, posting.
The podcast is 21 weeks. The posting started early.
Easter.
Yes.
It's Easter
Started
weekend.
Easter, and we haven't missed a date posting anything since Easter, but we was doing all the stuff on the back end in the beginning of the year and stuff like that. So we've been doing this since the beginning of the year, since January. So it's like I think this would be a good time for us to, you know, not so much pull back, but, you know, take some time, take a break for us, you know, and then even for me, it's like, I realized this would be our 21st episode. Yeah. So it's like, okay, that's, you know, it's like, I'm looking at it's like a fast. Like we did 20. I'm just thinking like, it's like we did it. It's 21 episodes we was able to do, you know, and we was consistent and we didn't take time off. If we wasn't going to be here, we recorded early. So we was able to do it consistently for 21 days. So,
21 weeks.
21. See, I said 21 days.
Yep.
For 21 weeks. So it's like, we know that we can do it. We know that we have content. We have more content that we can use. Yeah. But right now we need to, you know, dial it back just so we can, you know, spend time, work on us too, you know, because again, with the work schedules, with school, with work, with these kids, we need time for us. So we'll still do business, but it's not going to be where, like you said, we're going to be recording, you know, doing it, you know, doing editing, all this stuff. Yeah. So
no, it is a lot. And I think one thing that we did was we started this podcast just because it was like, we need to get started. We need to stop making excuses and do it. And I think because of that, we didn't really think about the structure around it. Okay. Like we didn't think in regards to seasons, like how many episodes would be a season? Yeah. When will we build in like a break so then we can start new season, you know, season 2 out, you know, and so forth. And I think we were just like, honestly, I kind of feel like when we started, we just thought that we would record every week.
Yeah, we had big ambitions.
And I don't think that was realistic at all.
It's not.
And one of the things that really came into, like, really brought it, I guess, to a head was this past week, where it was just, we had to record for the podcast, we had post. You had a crazy work schedule. Well, not really crazy. You just had your work schedule. Yeah. I had my work schedule. And then I was doing school where I had like assignments. And then the kids had all of the activities.
Oh, every day they had something.
Yeah, like last week, every day they had activities. So it was just like a lot going on. And then for us to try to manage everything was just, honestly, we failed. We were failing. There were days where it was literally, we were passing ships.
We was literally passing, yes.
Jay was taking on things to, sorry, it sounds like kid. All right, so I think we were talking about how we were missing each other.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
But so we were interrupted because we thought it was one of the kids who had like a bad dream or something. Well, that's not the case.
No, it wasn't.
It was my mom coming in and telling me that one of my uncles had been found dead. And he's one of my dad's brothers that I did have a relationship with. So it hits hard. Mm-hmm.
Also because last week was the anniversary of when her dad passed. Yeah. And then in a few weeks, it's the anniversary of when my mom passed. So the end of the year is kind of difficult for us for these moments because, you know, our parents, you know, important people in our lives that aren't here anymore. So it's a little difficult. So it's like, and this is real life. This is stuff. This is like really.
Like, so what's ironic was like, because our lives have just been busy, we were like, hey, this is just going to be our season finale.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be after dark.
Whatever,
it's gonna be
whatever it is.
Whatever happens.
And this is what happened.
Not realizing
what we was going to talk about.
What we were going to talk about
is going to happen.
This is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
I know when we do come back, one of the episodes will be about grief.
Yes.
And how we dealt with it, how we're dealing with it, how it's a part of how it changed our marriage.
Yes.
But it's really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can speak for myself. It's tough because there's a significant age difference between me and my siblings. So they have a different relationship with like our aunts and uncles and cousins because of the age difference. And so a lot of my relationships that I've built with my aunts and uncles have been really since I've been an adult.
Yeah.
And especially with my dad side of the family, we got really close after his passing.
Yeah.
Like I had a relationship with some of them, but once he passed, I think all of his living siblings, we really had we got a closer relationship, and we actually would hang out like certain holidays. COVID messed that up last year.
Yeah.
But we would have like Easter and Thanksgiving, we would make sure to go over and so forth. So it's just tough because like our families were very holiday, like our parents were very holiday focused.
Agreed.
People.
Yeah.
I know Thanksgiving was huge.
It was always huge for us.
For Jay's family.
And like I said,
and then Christmas.
And then
my family.
Even being, I would say it's ironic because my mom passed just before Thanksgiving.
Yes, the day before.
The day before Thanksgiving in 2014. So yeah, so it's a tough end of the year come October. Yeah.
Yeah, really
come October, it's a little tough for us.
Yeah. Leading up to Halloween, yeah.
And that's why it's like it's even more that we needed to take this little break and have this season on the 21st episode.
Well, yeah.
So
and
we can
also too, because what we're trying to do for our kids, we don't want to. I don't necessarily. Okay, so we don't want to we don't want to create memories of these significant holidays under the umbrella of grief.
Yeah.
And mourning.
Yeah.
We want them to, we want to build new memories.
Yes.
So we want to build new memories for them because we want them to enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Two of our kids, they were born after or born early on, so they don't really have the memories of my dad and of my Adams. Yeah. So we try to bring pictures out and play videos. Like we went through the whole
our wedding.
Yes, our wedding that's a big hit because that actually shows everybody in true form. My dad, my Adams, Aunt Linda, everybody in true form that we've lost. So we try to show them that, and we just want them to have positive memories of the holidays. So that takes effort.
Yeah, it does.
As you're trying to,
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And then even just with, with the holidays, with Thanksgiving, it's I don't often go back to New York to see family and stuff like that. And main reason is because it's a little hard because I'm going back home and, I expect to see my mom's, but she's not there. So it's a little difficult at times for me.
But it's more than just your mom. It's Aunt Linda.
Yes.
Queenie.
Yes, my grandma, my aunt. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's a lot. So Because, I was always so used to when I go home, I see them. That was my reason for going home, so I can see them. So, yeah, and it's.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be taking a break.
Yeah.
We'll be taking a break.
So we can focus on us.
Yes.
And even just getting through the holidays.
Yes.
And, just instead of just passing each other by, being able to really just, spend time with each other and really, really just talk and not have it just be all business and no fun
and with
for
our
us.
Kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, they'll be out for Thanksgiving break and their winter break and just wanting to spend time with them. And also we have a couples vacation coming up where we're going to completely disconnect. And so, we just don't want the pressures of having to record all of these podcast episodes prior to leaving and stuff. And I just feel like now is just a good time for us to end this season of the podcast. Yeah. We'll pick up, of course, in the new year. We have a plethora of topics to still talk about.
Yes. A lot of times
we haven't even brought in our guests. Like, we know some amazing couples and therapists and all that good stuff. So yeah, we haven't even brought in any guests yet. So this is like, we have a lot still in store. It's just, I think we need this time to, just refresh ourselves. Yeah. And there's a lot of other things that we want to do that we might be able to do during this break. I don't know. Like, there's a whole vlog that's supposed to be out that we're hoping to, be able to start soon. Yeah. There's the vlog. There's merch. We have plenty of ideas I'm gonna roll out. So and design. So it's just a matter of just being able to put those out and then satisfy those orders. The vlog, merch. Oh, and then curated date nights. Yes. Like, we have a lot of ideas, guys. So we're not going anywhere. It's just that we need a break just to refresh, recover, and just to deal with our emotions in actually our relationship. Like, and so I'm sorry.
It's all right, babe.
Sorry if that's loud on the mic. But one of the things that we every Tuesday, we're putting out these connecting questions and making sure you're staying engaged. And so we want to be this is a true life example of having to prioritize your marriage over everything else. Correct. Because we can still trudge through this. Like, we can still juggle all these things, but we can lose connection with each other. And so at the end of the day, does it matter? Does it matter that we were able to do all the podcasts? We were able to do all the coaching, we were able to do everything, but yet we sacrifice our relationship and our connection? Yeah. No, because at the end of the day, if we lose this, then it wasn't worth it. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I love I want everybody's marriage to succeed, but I'm not willing to sacrifice mine
just for some business.
Yeah. So that's what we are.
Yeah, this whole curveball.
This was not supposed to be this type of episode. Yeah, it was not supposed to be
a little curveball. So So, but
that's all I got. Yeah, so I need to process.
Yeah. So, but we'll just end it there because we appreciate everybody watching so far. Be on the lookout for our teasers for season 2. Yes. And just, continue just to, like, share, go back, and subscribe, go back through our videos. If there's anything that, that piques your interest or something, just, shoot us a message. We're here.
I'm saying we might be able to still every Wednesday just put a recap to an old one.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we might be able to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to commit us because, as you can see, I'm very emotional. So I do not want to commit us to something that I don't know if we can do. I want to be able, like I said, I truly want us to be able to rest.
Yes.
And refresh so that we can start 2022. I cannot believe we're already in 2022. But I want us to be able to start the new year off strong and be able to have more structure around what our seasons will look like, the content. Like, I want to be able to group. I want to have series of things so that, you know, you guys can be able to more easily follow along with what we're talking with. Like, yeah, there are plans that are in the works. So yeah, so I don't want to put too much more because he does all of this. So I don't want to put too much on him during this rest period to where he starts on the new year still tired. So. Exactly. But we will be putting some stuff out. So, you know, we ain't gonna forget about y'all. We appreciate everything y'all do. Yes, we do appreciate the follows. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the suggestions. We appreciate the likes. We do appreciate you guys. And so, so we just hope that you all have a great holiday season. Yes. And spend time with the families. Spend time with your family. And spend time with each other. Time is so short. And spend time with each other. Yes. You know, so anything else, babe? I have that thing. All right. Well, like always, see you next time. All right. Peace.